There's not a single ball in here. There's a Master Ball. I got 4 Master Balls. I'm not going to waste those. Yeah, you know what? This is Shin Pokemon, and it's a ROM hack of Red. What was I doing? Fine. Let's just go back to Celadon. There is a lot of shit that's different. I wish you could see this. The game's currently running at 60 frames per second, and I can run. That's one of the big ones. You can forfeit out of trainer battles. I believe Jojo said he corrected about 253 glitches in the game code. So a lot of things like the badge boost glitch, the old man glitch, missing no glitch, the literally rewriting the fucking the RAM or the W RAM in the item menu is no longer possible. A lot of the type effectiveness got fixed for whatever little that did. The focus energy's fixed. What are the other ones? He put a lot of different, like he put like there's everything on this checklist. Yeah, I agree. Honestly, I'm a very almost militant Puritan when it comes to Gen 1. Like, I think it was pretty much perfect the way it was. But a lot of the things he did gives me a good place to test bed, like theory versus application on certain things like Beedrill, for example. We can actually have a Beedrill that can actually do a shit ton of critical hits with focus energy. Let me grab I have the GitHub for it. That goes through the changelog. What we're doing right now, basically, we've already beaten the game, and we are doing some playtesting for JoJo on specifically the post-game stuff, which he says he doesn't have a whole lot of data on. So that is what we're doing right now. He didn't do anything to really change the story, but he added in a bunch of post-game stuff, and he added in some more trainers. Like, there's a few random trainers who you can fight. You can fight Oak. You can fight Mr. Fuji. There's some more areas. He carved out some new areas from some space in the map that wasn't really being used. So here is the GitHub with all of the changes and stuff. And then if you want to actually try it, here's a link to the ROM hack. If you like me and just kind of confused about what the fucking GitHub actually is. So, alright, so that's all of that. Yeah, no problem. I hope you enjoyed. It's been a lot of fun. Oh, you know, I forgot about the big stuff. Check this out. So there is there's a Nuzlocke hard coded into the game now. And we did 4 runs of that at the very beginning before we finally turned it off just to get into the post game. Very hard. It kind of runs on a basic Nuzlocke rule set of like first encounter only. If it dies, it's got this special kind of a freeze status effect where it leaves the Pokemon at 1 HP and frozen and will not it won't fix that no matter how many times you heal it. And that basically kind of leaves the Pokemon useless functionally. I mean, you technically could throw it out in battle if you wanted to, but the results would always be the same. There's a hard mode. There's an AI update, so it's actually a little bit smarter than the regular game. I forget what hard mode did. It did something. There's an instant text, which is kind of handy. Now, I he doesn't claim he did anything to the actual text box itself. I think the font looks a lot neater than base game somehow. I don't know. Maybe I just picked that up. There's a randomizer, so if we go into the Pokedex here, we're currently playing with the randomizer on. Um, so Bulbasaur shows up here. Ivysaur shows up nowhere. We don't get those. Weedle, of all things, is only in Victory Road. There's no Butterfreeze. So it's the randomizer mixes up the trainers as well, but they have their own separate list. So just because you see a trainer with a Pokemon doesn't mean all the trainers who had that Pokemon that got swapped previously will have it as well. There's some other stuff. I'll keep talking about it as I go. But yeah, there's a lot. There is a huge amount of stuff, and it's definitely worth trying. There's also a light version in the ROM hack files, and it's a version I think where it's mostly just the bug fixes and nothing of the new features. So that's another one for like if you want to do like challenge runs, solo runs, speed runs, and you needed like a base foundation, that would be a good one to use. That's what I'm probably going to be using here on out for my stuff. What were we doing? We need a Thunderstone and some balls. Oh, you can also buy, so all the TMs that are like one use, one find also are like available in all the shops. Well, not those, because those are always available, but like over, this one either. Probably, but I'm not familiar with that one. He also fixed the Clefairy doll glitch, so you can't skip the fucking rocket base anymore, which is kind of a bummer. Give me a Thunderstone, sir. There is also a thing called a level sync, which I've been kind of struggling with for a while. And that basically takes, I think it's the highest level on your team, and will apply it to every trainer's Pokemon's level, which makes it far more challenging. Theoretically, there's also a another NPC that will, I think, boost the experience of underleveled mons. We have that on as well. So if we take like, if I had a level 50 Pokemon and then a bunch of level 20 things, and the level 20 thing kills the level 50 thing, it gets like 4 times the experience that the level 50 mon would have gotten, just because he's underleveled. Oh, here's another thing you can do. You can refight trainers. I forgot about that one too. That one's actually not only really nice, it's actually kind of exploitable. And because we just fought this guy, and because he's randomized, he now has a different team. So it's feasible with the God, what am I doing here? With the forfeit mechanic, to not actually lose a Nuzlocke because you hit a team that you weren't really matched up with. This particular playthrough, I went through the entire beginning because I had a Slowpoke, and a Slowpoke that kept killing all my first encounters. So it took me until fucking Route 24 to actually get a Pokemon that wasn't this fucking Slowpoke. And oh, I have Raditz. I was able to make it that far, even though I had both the level sync on and only one Pokemon in my party. Like, it was getting to the point I had to turn the level sync off due to the fact that I could beat most of the Pokemon on the team, but because they're all the same level as me, it became attritional, and there was just really nothing I could do about it. So I had to turn that off, but because I was able to forfeit, it wasn't a wipe, when it should have been. A few other things you can see by the back sprites being different. We're using the we're using the fucking 1997 something beta sprites. And I think these are actually just the Japanese blue back sprites. That we didn't get them here, and they honestly looked really fucking nice. Well, most of them anyway. Not a huge fan of Bulbasaur's. One mechanical thing JoJo put in is with the wrapping moves. You saw that it made like a little Pokeball animation at the end. Whenever a wrapping move is about to end, it'll pop that off so you can kind of tell and prepare accordingly. Yeah, he's cute. God, I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, there's a breeding mechanic. And because it's God, this might be the only thing. Nope, never mind. Yeah. It kind of matches his front sprite too, which is interesting. I kind of like that. Yeah, see that thing right there is indicating that the Dratini is done wrapping, but because he outspeeds me and I'm paralyzed, we're just going to switch because he's going to do it every time. So there's no breeding in Gen 1, as you might know, because there's no eggs. But JoJo implemented a gene splicing / cloning mechanic that's functionally identical. It takes I think DVs of two Pokemon and kind of blends them together, and then creates a level 1 copy of which one you chose first, I think it is. So it allows you to basically breed Pokemon. It's over in the Cinnabar lab. Yay, lots evolving. Yeah. The SSN is also back. I don't think there's really anything to do besides it's like a tournament, and it's I think like 7. It's a 7 battle. What do you call it? It's a battle rush basically.